Have you ever thought about what would happen if everyone learned English pronunciation right from the start? No bad habits, no struggling to be understood, just smooth, confident speech. Sounds amazing, right? Let's chat about how that would change everything, whether you're just starting out or already advanced but feeling stuck. Most people learn English by memorizing grammar and vocabulary first. What happens to pronunciation? It's usually an afterthought. The problem with this is by the time they realize pronunciation is important, they've already developed habits that are hard to break. Some sounds just don't exist in their native language, so they do their best to approximate them. What's the result of this? They don't always get understood easily, and that can be super frustrating. Now, imagine this. Learning the right pronunciation from day one. Just like when kids acquire their first language, your brain and muscles adapt naturally. Instead of memorizing phonetic rules, you just speak and it sounds right. And this is pretty cool. If all learners focused on pronunciation from the start, we'd see some major shifts. For example, there'd be less fossilization of errors. People would learn sounds correctly from the beginning, avoiding deeply ingrained mistakes that are tough to fix later. We'd also have clearer and more intelligible speech from day one. Learners would develop pronunciation that makes them easily understood, reducing miscommunications and frustration. You would also be more confident when speaking. There would be no fear of mispronouncing words or feeling embarrassed, leading to a smoother, more natural speech flow. We'd also see a more natural and less frustrating learning process. Pronunciation would be learned alongside vocabulary and grammar, creating a more balanced and efficient learning journey, just like in bilingual children. And I think we'd also see a shift in English teaching methods. Traditional methods would need to evolve with teachers getting better training on how to teach pronunciation effectively. We'd also see less mental translation dependence. Learning pronunciation from the beginning would help learners think in English faster instead of mentally translating words before speaking. At the end of the day, focusing on pronunciation early would make learning English smoother, more intuitive, and way less frustrating. The problem that we see now is that most traditional courses don't prioritize pronunciation until students are already struggling. Now, pronunciation is just one piece of the fluency puzzle. I like to think of it as part of the Fluency Wheel, which is a concept I learned from my mentor, Hadar Shemesh. This wheel has 6 key areas. One is pronunciation. It helps you be understood effortlessly. We also have grammar. It gives you structure to your speech. Then we have vocabulary. It expands what you can express. We also have speaking time. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. We have listening. It trains your ear to recognize and use English sounds correctly. And finally, we have confidence, because it doesn't matter if you have an amazing vocabulary. If you don't have confidence, it's like your words disappear when you try to speak. You freeze up, second guess yourself, or struggle to find the right words, even though you know them. All these areas work together. Focusing on pronunciation first makes the rest easier, but you need balance in all 6 to truly speak fluently and naturally. For beginners, this means learning words the right way from the start. No weird fossilized mistakes that come back to haunt you. Now, for advanced speakers, it's often about unlocking that final level of confidence. Maybe you already speak fluently, but still get asked, "Where are you from?" all the time. Or maybe you feel like your speech isn't as smooth as it could be. The good news, you can retrain your pronunciation, even if you've been speaking English for years. At the end of the day, pronunciation is about more than just sounding good. It's about making communication effortless. It's about being understood the first time and speaking without overthinking. And trust me, that changes everything. By the way, I'm Cris Nishimura. I'm a bilingual speech therapist and accent coach, and my team and I help Brazilians speak English more clearly and confidently. If you ever felt like pronunciation is holding you back, that's exactly what we help with. So if you're ready to work on your pronunciation and finally feel confident speaking English, click the button in the description and let's talk about how we can help you. Looking forward to it.